After spending the past couple of months testing out some of the best tactics for FM23, I finally decided to have a go at creating some original tactics of my own. In today's video, I'm going to show you an attacking 4-2-3-1. In today's video, I'm going to be showing off my very own creation within FM23. This tactic is called the F84 Broken Edge, and it is an attacking 4-2-3-1. Let's start off by breaking down some of the positions that you're going to need when you load this tactic in. So we have a sweeper keeper that is set to defend. On the left, you have a wing-back set to attack. Two ball-playing defenders that are set to defend. And on the right-hand side, a wing-back who is set to attack. You have a defensive midfielder who is set to support. A ball-winning midfielder that is set to support. On the left, you have an inside forward that is set to attack. You have a shadow striker who is set to attack. And on the right-hand side, you have an inside forward set to support. And at the top of the pitch, you have an advanced forward who will be set to attack. As I said, it is my own creation, so I have come up with all of the roles that you see. Its tactical style is a custom Gegenpress, and it is set to attacking. Starting off, let's show you the in possession, which will look like this. The in transition will look like this. And the out of possession will look like this. So as always, I've put the tactic through a single season sim using 3 different teams that are not expected to challenge for the titles. They are West Ham, Lazio and Braga, and I've been impressed with the results. So let's show you what happened when we run those one season sims. We're going to kick the results off in England and looking at the Premier League, and we can see West Ham United have won the Premier League. Yes, we have managed to get them to the summit of English football. They have beaten Manchester United by 2 points and Manchester City by 3 points to the Premier League trophy. Looking at their season, they played 38, they won 26, drew 6, lost 6, had a goal difference of 56, and they finished on 84 points. As I said, finishing 2 points ahead of Manchester United and 3 points clear of Manchester City. Moving along, they also played in the UEFA Europa Conference League. They managed to win that 4-1 in the final against Nantes. They got to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. They lost to Newcastle United there, and they finished runners-up in the Carabao Cup too. If we go into the data hub and have a little look at some of the stats, we can see in terms of general performance, goals per game 2.53, shots per game 18.45. If you want to see some more of those stats, don't forget to pause the video so you can have a full look at them. If we go to the defending side of the game, these are the stats that they managed to produce there too. So overall, West Ham kick us off with a fantastic way to start the tactic test. They have won the Premier League, won the Europa Conference League, runners up in the Carabao Cup and the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Up next, we have moved across to Italy and we are looking at Serie A, and we find Lazio sat top of Italian football. They have won the Scudetto. They have beaten Napoli by 2 points and Milan by 6 points. If we break down their season, they played 38, they won 25, they drew 9, lost 4, had a goal difference of 55, and they finished on 84 points. As I said, they finished 2 points ahead of Napoli and 6 points ahead of Milan. They also played in the Europa League. They were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Arsenal in that. And they played in the Coppa Italia, where they were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Juventus. If we go across the data hub and have a little look at some of the general performance across the season, we can see they finished with goals per game of 2.55, shots per game of 17.89. There are some other stats there. If you want to see those, pause the video to have a look. And then we're going to go into the defending, so you can have a look at some of those stats as well. Goals conceded per game, 1.11. Expected goals against per game, 1.03. There are some other stats there. Don't forget to pause it to have a look. So that's 2 teams down, and we have 2 teams that have won their leagues, both West Ham and Lazio finishing top of the pile. We're now going to go across to Portugal and see how Braga get on. Unfortunately for us, Braga could not continue the trend of teams that have won the league. However, what they did do is place in second, and they have pushed Benfica all the way to the end of the season for that title. So they finished 2 points behind Benfica in the end. They did finish 2 points ahead of Porto, and they finished a massive 15 points ahead of Sporting. So they firmly re-established themselves within that established Portuguese threesome that normally go off and finish in the top 3 spots. If we break their season down, they played 34, they had a goal difference of 60, and they got 87 points. They also played in the Europa League. Unfortunately, they were knocked out in the group stage, playing 6 games and only getting 6 points. They then moved on into the Europa Conference League, where they were knocked out in the semi-finals by Villarreal. They played in the Taça de Portugal placard, and they finished runners-up in that competition. And then they played in the Allianz Cup, where they were knocked out in the quarter-finals by Benfica. We have a little look at the data hub for some of their stats. Again, don't forget to pause it if you want to see any of these stats. Goals per game 2.91, shots per game 20.15 are some of the standouts for attacking. For the defending, goals conceded per game 1.15, expected goals against per game 1.28, and there are some other stats there. Don't forget to pause the video for those. Right then, that is the test complete. We have had 3 teams. We had West Ham, who won the league, won the Europa Conference League. We then had Lazio go on and win Serie A, and we have had Braga push Benfica all the way to the title in the Liga Portugal B win. So a fantastic test for the tactic. I have to admit that I've used this tactic on a few saves now, and it really is giving out some of these really good performances, and I think it's one that I now want to share, feeling that it's almost at perfection. Right then, if you are still with me at this point of the video, firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe button to help the channel out, I really would appreciate it. All the support I've had on the channel across the past couple of months has been fantastic. Watching the numbers grow, seeing all the interactions, no matter how big or small, really does help the channel. Before you go, don't forget we have other things on the channel. There are other tactic testers, including non-league, wonder kids, hints, tips, tutorials, a bit of something for everybody right here on the channel. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. A big thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video very soon.